Well, hello friends, Coach Bob with you, and welcome to yet another Worship on Wheels, man. Another week has gone by. It is in the books. I'm healing up nicely. I appreciate all the prayers and everything that's been going on in my life. The old noggin ain't hurting as bad, and the old arm is starting to look reasonable. The arm, I keep banging into things, and that's the reason it won't heal up quick. But I do. I keep beating the heck out of that darn thing. But anyway, again though, thank you for all the prayers and the kind emails and the things that you've sent out. Today we're going to talk about something that I think is wildly overlooked and something that I've mentioned before, but things that are extremely important, I think, bear mentioning again, and that's that busy that we get in our lives. You know, in Psalms, the 23rd Psalm, that's the one we all know. Even unbelievers hear this, you know, the Lord is my shepherd. That's that one, okay? The second verse of that chapter of the 23rd Psalm says, He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. And then verse 3 begins with, He restores my soul. Now, something that may easily be overlooked is He makes me lie down in green pastures. Why? Why would He make us lay down? Well, I think that we need to lay down, and that we need to lay beside the stream and listen to the water run, and take the time to have our souls restored. Let our body recharge, all of those things. Have you ever known that athlete or been that athlete, you know, that works out really hard? And, you know, this is something that I think that is, you have a problem when you start dealing with athletes. One is you have the lazy athlete, right? The one that doesn't want to work hard, who says they're working hard, but they're really not. And then you have the other person, and this is a problem. They work so hard, and they think that through working hard, if they just continue to work harder, more, they're going to get better. Now, the premise on that is a good premise. In other words, don't be lazy, be diligent in your work. But the shortcoming of that is that you never stop, you never rest, you never recover, and then you end up being extremely fatigued, you get injured, and your performance goes backwards. Yeah, it does. And any of us who have ever overtrained understand that. Years ago, I was a bicycle racer and a pretty fast runner, but bicycling was my forte. I've done a time trial that was a 12-mile time trial where I averaged over 32 miles an hour on a bicycle. I was a beast. But one of the things that I had done, I rode up into a parking lot one day after a training ride with some friends, and I had an SUV, and I pulled up beside it, and you know, on racing bikes and bikes like that, your feet are they're clamped in, right? Well, for some reason, and maybe due to fatigue or whatever, and all cyclists have done this before, I go to step off the bike, and I didn't turn my foot far enough, and it did not click out of the pedal, and the bike was sitting stationary, and I just fell over on my left hip. It hurt, put a big old bruise on me, but you know, I didn't think too much about it. Next morning I get up, I do a 20-mile run, whatever it was. I was a freak. Anyway, I went out, did a long run, because that was a Friday, and then the next morning did a long run. It hurt, but not bad. I mean, it wasn't stabbing, so I'm like, I'm okay, it's just a bruise. Get up Sunday morning, you know, go to church, do my thing. Lunchtime, go get out there, do a 40-50 mile hill ride. It was hurting, aching a little bit. That night it started feeling a little more stiff, you know. One thing leads to another, it just won't quit hurting. So I go to a doctor friend of mine, and he tells me exactly what I've done. And he goes, it's not going to be debilitating. It's not going to keep you from walking, or keep you from running, or keep you from riding if you so desire. But it is going to slow you down. And if you don't take, all right, you ready? If you don't take 6 weeks off of really dropping the hammer, and he told me, he goes, I'm not telling you not to ride your bike. I am telling you not to run, but I'm not telling you not to ride your bike. I would say ride your bike 3 times a week. Just mildly spin, and you can consider that active recovery and therapy, and walk. I didn't listen to him. I did that for about a week, and I'm like, I feel better. And I started dropping the hammer again. 8 months later, I was hurting as bad as the day I did it. This time, when I went to see him, he's like, you've damaged more things. Now your recovery is a lot longer. So I delayed the inevitable, and I suffered a long time. All because I was unwilling to rest. I was unwilling to allow my body to restore. Most people think you get strong in the gym. You tear the muscles down in the gym, but you get stronger while you sleep. When your body's recovering is when you get stronger. It's good to do the work to tear the machine down. The proper stressors on the body are good. But without recovery, you're just destroying your body. You're not really making it better. And the same holds true whether this is, something that you do physically, intellectually, spiritually. You have to take the time to recover. You have to lay down in the green pasture. You got to. You got to walk beside the still water. You need to restore your soul. You need to. And he'll do that for you. But he gives you a premise. He gives you a layout. And, we, in our society, what we do is we say, the busier we are, the more successful we are. That's not true. It's just not true. Busy does not make you successful. Busy makes you busy. They're not the same thing. I fall into that trap. One thing that I have been trying to do is go up into Georgia at least twice a month and spend some time up there in our home up there. And it's been a good thing. It's been good for me. I'm as prone to go up there alone as I am to go up there with Coach Vic. I love for Coach Vic to go, but often she just really doesn't want to go, and that's okay. I love going up there and sitting on the back patio in the morning with a cup of coffee after a little run, and just sitting there as God restores my soul. It's a sweet time, and it's something that you need to take time to pause and reflect and recover and think. It's good. It's good. There is wonder, there is beauty in motion, and we'll talk about that maybe next week. But we want to talk right now about the beauty in taking the time to sit still, to relax, to recover, to restore. Here's a concept for you. If I were to put you down with the Iliad, that's the book by Homer. It's a good book, okay? But Coach Vic will tell. Sorry. But Coach Vic will tell you it is the most boring book ever written in humankind. That and Walden. She asks me when she can't sleep. She wants me to read those to her. Now I love that kind of stuff. But Coach Vic's like, but if you could take those books, take the most complex page and read it in a dimly lit room with just a reading light, where the air temperature is 72, with very soft classical music playing, how long would it take for you to start drooling on that page? And if the answer is, man, in 5 minutes, coach, I'd be sleeping, man. That doesn't mean that the book is boring. What that means is that you, my friend, are tired, and it's time to take a break. Turn off the TV when you get done with this video. Not before, but when you get done with this video, turn the television off. Go into a room. Just relax. Relax. Have a nice time of prayer and thought. Meditation. Just chill. Enjoy your life. You don't have to run all the time. It's okay to stop. And when you do, when you run, your run is going to be better. It's going to be more fun, and it's not going to be as exhausting. All right. Well, there you have it. Another Worship on Wheels in the books. So know this, you, yes, you are loved, and so am I. That is great news. Now, you go change the world. I'll see you on the road real soon.